Hey guys, what's going on? We are about to stream on the expert weekend round. Opening round was really good. We shot a minus 31, um, and I'm hopeful that we can do something similar to that again. We're just gonna have to play our best and go from there. So it put me in, I think, seventh going into the weekend round. So got a good spot. We went from a minus 14 up to a minus 31, and we will see if we can improve on that. So, hole number one is going to be the rock with a power two ball, which is the Aurora ball, to cut down on the wind. And so we're going to throw the rock in here. I've been playing this at a 10% elevation change. It's worked out every time so far. So let's go ahead and take our shot. All right, so we're up first. We got a 5.3 wind. So full back, three left. Excuse me. Full left, three back. Put the red ring right there on the line. And then 5.3 is going to be 5.9. Then we're going to go full OP with a little bit of curl. I hit great left, but I think we're going to be okay. Bounce nicely over that bunker. And have a nice easy chip in for an eagle to start the round. All right, hole two is up. We're going to play with the bobble ball and a sniper club. It's a pretty easy adjustment. It's just a matter of hitting the shot. So one top, one right, yellow ring by the rough line. There should be a little funnel there. And then we're going to go 1-to-1 unless we have a very, very small wind and see how it works out from there. All right, so 5.3. So we're going to put the club right by the rough line. Go one top, one right. And we're basically going to play this at 5.4. And we hit great right, so that's not going to help. Unfortunately, it flew the green. So that's going to be a tough shot for the even birdie on this hole. Hopefully our opponent just knocks in this hole in one and then we don't have to worry about it. So yeah, our opponent did knock in their hole in one, so that's awesome. We'll take the birdie out of that. All right, hole three, we are going to play with the Thor's hammer and a snow globe ball. It's going to be full everything, full top, full left, full curl. We're going to hopefully hit perfect, but the shot does seem to be great proof as well. Hopefully we can end up in the fairway after the water there. All right, 13.5, so that's a big wind. So we're going to put the yellow ring right by the rough line. Full top, full left, and then crank it. And we hit great left. I was a little worried about that. So that 13.5 wind is so big that we overflew where we wanted to land at and ended up in the rough. I think if we get that next time, we'll probably switch to the Berserker ball. Alright, so we ended up making the albatross there, so I'll just show you the replay. I basically played this at min distance with a full top, and it snuck in the hole. It's always nice when you get the good camera angle. It just really wanted to stop. Oh, it just drops. Alright, so we'll take that. Now we're up to -6 through 3 holes. Alright, hole 4, we've got the APOC with the the Aurora ball, and it's going to be a 10% elevation change. We're going to put the red ring right by the rough line, go about 50% overpower. We really don't want to overpower it too much. Just want to make sure that it lands on that landing spot and rolls out. And then go ahead and hopefully have a short iron shot into the green. Alright, so full top, or excuse me, 5 top, full left. And we got a 5.8 wind. It's a pretty good wind for us. So we're going to put the red ring right there on the rough line. And then 5.8 is going to be 4.5 rings. We use about 50% overpower and some curl. That should put us in a pretty good spot. Yeah, definitely. Should be away from the hole enough that we should be able to use the short iron club. Alright, so I've got a 5% elevation change. We're going to be at 5.0, which is 2.6. So we're a little bit longer, shorter than we were last time. Just kind of trying to get a feel for where we want to be. Okay, I'm going to go 2.7. Let's see what that does. Oh wow, just missed off to the left. Well, we'll take our birdie there and move on. Our hill 5, we're going to use the rock and the katana. It's a 20% elevation change, and we're going to go with the blue ring right by the bunker and go about 4.8 back and 5 right and see how that turns out. All right, so 9.9 is the wind. Blue ring right by the bunker, 9.9. It's going to give us 9.4. Let's see how that turns out. We're still coming in a little bit to the left. I'm not exactly sure why. Since I don't really have a good line on it, I'll probably just put a little bit of curl on it next time and see if that helps. All right, hole 6, we're going to go with the rock and an Aurora ball, and we'll use the sniper on the second shot. We've been really close in this hole. Hopefully we've got it dialed in now. I added one slight adjustment to the second shot, and I'm hopefully not going to have to use any overpower on the tee shot here. 6.3. So blue ring halfway in the rough line, full top, full left, and then 6.3 at 10% is going to be 7. I hit the ball perfect. Looks like we got a little extra curl on it this time. It's going to roll down there where we're in a nice safe spot for the shot at the green. All right, so hopefully we're pretty close to mid distance here. A little bit more than that. So we're going to go 1 back, 2 right. Kind of aim it right at the hole. And then 5.0 is going to be 3.9, so we're going to go 4.1. Let's see how that plays out. And we got the drop for the albatross. So the adjustment that I made was to add 0.2 to min for the shot that we took, and that was the right adjustment. So we're going to go ahead and keep that and hopefully be able to replicate that on the backside as well. All right, so for hole 7, we are going to play with the Apocalypse and the Present Ball. And we're going to go 2 top, full right spin, and put a little curl on it. Depending on the wind, we're going to put anywhere from, let's say, 10% to 50% of OP on it as well. This is a shot that I thought I had dialed in the qualifier, and then I completely tanked it both times in the opening round. So I looked at what I did in the opening round, made a couple adjustments, and hopefully we can get this ball on the green, or at least be able to chip it in. So I dropped my elevation from 10% to 5%. I felt like I was a little bit too far to the left last time. 10.5, that's a huge win. All right, so 2 right, or 2 top, 5 right. We're basically going to be lined up right there. 10.5 is going to put us at 8.3 rings. I'm just going to put a little bit of OP on it. Let's see how this shot turns out. A little too much over curl on it, actually. I think the 5% got adjusted with the curl, and so we ended up in the rough line there. But we'll see if we can knock in this eagle shot. All right, hole 8, we're going to play with the sniper and a kingmaker. So power 3 ball and kingmaker. This is going to be a 5% elevation change at the end of it. So we're basically trying to put the red ring right by the rough line after putting a half a ball of backspin and left spin on, and then aim the ball at the hole, and then we're going to adjust it to 1 back and 1 right. All right, so a lot of things going on in only a short, limited amount of time. So 7.5 is our win. So half ball left, half ball, something like that. And we're going to put the red ring on the rough line with the ball at the hole. Then we're going to adjust to 1 back, 1 left. And then 7.5 is going to be 8.1. Now let's see what happens. Get in the hole. There we go. Made the hole in 1 there. That's sweet. I don't know how easy that adjustment is to make, but it worked. We'll take it. All right, so hole 9, I'm going to start out with the season 17 ball, and then after I make my adjustments, move to the kingmaker ball. It's going to be a 10% elevation change with the Apocalypse. I'm just trying to get in an area where I've got a comfortable sniper shot. I've tried a couple other things, and so this time we're going to try and see if we can use the kingmaker to come up a little bit shorter than we have been. All right, so full top, 2 right. And we're going to put the ball right there. And we're going to switch to the kingmaker. And 8.7 is going to be 6.8. And we're going to push our target up and take our shot. Let's see if that works out like I think it's gonna. Works out very well. Actually gets a lot more roll than I wanted to. But that's okay. 407 is the yardage. And I think we can work with that. Alright, so let's see what we got. Hopefully we are in sniper range, which we are. Looks like we've got a little bit of play. So I'm just going to move this target right here. And then come over and just kind of aim it just to the left of the hole. And we're basically in min-distance range. So I'm only going to pull back to 6.8 rings. And see how that turns out. It's just a little bit hot, so I'm going to adjust with that a little bit and see if we can dial it in for the back nine. All right, so we're on to the back nine here, and this is hole number 10. We're going to play with the rock and an Aurora ball. 10% adjustment. And hopefully we get one of those 5.6 wins. That was really nice compared to the 6.2 that we had earlier in the tournament. So 3 back, full left, full OP, good amount of curl, and we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can get the eagle. All right, so 5.6, just like I asked for. 6.2 on the rings. And let's see what happens. Hit great left again, but should be a good. Just missed the hole. It's going to roll off onto the fringe, and we'll make our eagle from there. All right, so we made eagle there, and now we're going to move on to the par 3. We got lucky last time with our opponent getting a hole in one, even though we blew our tee shot and put it into the sand. So a little skeptical here, but I'll be happy with a birdie and move on. If we can get the hole in one, that's just icing on the cake. Well, the good news is our opponent just made a hole in one, so we can be as aggressive as we want to be here. All right, so 5.7 is the wind. And we're going to go one top, one right. And then we're basically going to go 5.7. Let's see how that plays out. And we just missed off to the right. So we'll take the birdie there. It's a good shot. And keep rolling. All right, hole number 12. We're going to go ahead and use the Thor's hammer. And I'm going to start out with the snow globe. If we've got a wind over, let's say 12.3, probably more like 12.5, I will switch out of it to the Berserker ball. Either way, we're going to play a power 5 ball with full top, full left, full curl, and hopefully get into the fairway there so that we can use a hornet going into the green. All right, so we're at first 13.9, so we're going to switch out of this over to a Berserker ball, 11.8. That's exactly what we were looking for. So yellow ring right by the rough line there, and then we're going to take our shots. And this should hit they're perfect, right into the rough, and then bounce out right into the fairway. So that's going to set us up for a mid-level hornet shot. All right, so we got 5% elevation adjustment, and looks like, yeah, we're right at the mid-level with the hornet. So 9.4. It's going to put us at 7.6. So ball guide basically at the hole, just off to the right hand side. And then we're going to adjust to 7.6 rings. Let's see if we can get another drop. It does. So we have albatross this hole the last 4 times that we played it, and that adjustment has worked out perfect. That's going to be a real key to being successful in this weekend round. All right, hole 13 is the APOC and Aurora ball with a short par 4, 10% adjustment. We've been getting kind of low winds, somewhere in the 5.1 to 5.4 range. And it's actually made this hole a little easier to plan out. So 6.3, that's one of our bigger ones. So we're going to go 5 top, full left. Kind of aim right there on the rough line. 6.3 is going to give us 4.9. Still is not a big wind. We hit great right, but I think that'll be okay. And it's going to skirt nicely to the back end of the fairway there. Should have a good hornet shot. All right, so we're looking for the hornet, hopefully, and it looks like we got it. We're right on the line, so that's good. It's going to be a 5% elevation change. 5.6 is going to be 2.9 rings. So we're basically looking to get the ball right there, and then 2.9 rings. And we hit it perfect. Let's see if that drops. It does drop in the side of the hole. So we've definitely dialed in that one with the 5%, and we really needed that eagle to give us a good shot to get into the top 10. All right, hole 14, we'll take our birdie and run here, hopefully. This has been a hole that we haven't been really close on. So we're going to play it power 2 ball with the katana, 20% elevation change with a rock, and kind of see how it shakes out from there. I think I'm going to try 25%. All right, so 5 back, 5 right, 25% adjustment. Blue ring is going to be just by the bunker there. And then 9.6 is going to give us 9.5. I'm going to put just a little bit of curl on it. Let's see what this does. Oh, we got really close. So maybe that was the adjustment that I needed all along, was 25% with a slight amount of curl. So we'll take the birdie there. That's a nice shot, and we'll keep on rolling this train. All right, hole 15, we're going to play with the Aurora and the Rock and Sniper combo. Should be a fairly easy setup to be right where we need to be. And then from there, it's a matter of seeing how we can hit our sniper shot. All right, so 5.5 is the wind. It's a good wind for us. We'll put the blue ring halfway, go full top, full left. 5.5 is 6.1. Hit great right, shouldn't be a problem. Just gonna bounce and roll. Be right up near where we were last time. Because of the wind adjustment, we're a little closer to the green than we were last time, and so from there, we're going to need to adjust that shot just a little bit based on what we did last time. All right, so one back, two right. Looks like we're going to be pretty close to min distance. So we're going to play it right up here. One back, two right. Gonna put the ball right at the hole. And then 5.8 at min distance. It'll be 4.6, so we're gonna play this at 4.8. And let's see how that flies. Just off the left-hand side, so we still need a little bit more that time. But we'll take the eagle. That's a good shot, and we're still rolling along. Our hole 16, Apocalypse and Present Ball. Hopefully we can make the adjustments that we needed to make, or that we noticed last time, and be able to get this thing onto the green. I'm going to up it to 3-top, full right spin, and not put any curl on it this time, and see if that will help us out. It's definitely a tight little spot that you got to get through to get the ball onto the green. All right, so 8.3 is our wind. So I'm going to actually switch to the Berserker ball so we can get a little more wind. Still going to go 3 and 3. And then 9-4 is going to be 7-4. Let's see what that does. Looks like it's going to get through. Kind of right, maybe roll off the green. Perfect shot. So we should be able to eagle this. All right, we're sitting well at -29 right now. Two holes left in the tournament. We're going to play this one with the Kingmaker and with the Sniper. Remember from the front nine, we were able to get the hole in one with the adjustments that GC Tommy had put out there. It's kind of a weird way to play, but at the same time, we will take it anytime that they go in the cup. So 7.7 is the win. So we're going to go with half a ball of left and half a ball of back. And then red ring on the rough line, ball aimed at the hole. And then we're going to go one back, one left. And 7.7 is the wind, so that's going to be 8.3. Now let's see if we can duplicate that. Hit the ball perfect. See how this bounces. It's on a good line, and it's going to fall in that cup again. So just another hole-in-one there. Man, that's sweet. This is a hole I've always had problems with, but we were able to take those adjustments and knock in 2 hole-in-ones in the weekend round. All right, last hole of the tournament. We are at minus 31 right now. We got the APOC, and we're going to start with the season 17 and then switch over to the Kingmaker. So it's actually going to be a power 3 ball, and we're going to play the 10% adjustment. And I'm using the power 4 ball to get the landing position right. And then from there, we'll adjust out a bit to the Kingmaker. All right, so 8.9 is the wind. We're going to go full top, 2 right. Find where the red ring is on the rough line. And then we're going to swap out to the Kingmaker. And then 8.9 is going to give us 7. Then we'll push up our target. And no overpower. Just barely made it over. But that's alright, it's going to actually help us out a little bit. 402 was the distance, we'll take that. Alright, so 7.6. And we are looking at kind of a mid, let's call it a 25% slider shot. That's going to be 6.5 rings. We're basically just going to aim the ball right there at the target and then go 6.5 rings. And let's see how close we are. All right, so I just want to take a couple minutes to thank you guys for watching my round today. Minus 33 is a great score. Really appreciate the time you guys are taking. Hopefully, I can teach you guys a couple things. Let me know if there's questions that you have, and good luck out there on the course. So there it is, a minus 33, 3 albatrosses on the weekend round. Ton of eagles, a couple missed opportunities on 4 and 7 on the front 9, and we will take that score. So thanks again for watching, guys, and stay tuned for next time.